Welcome to the Extended Access List Lab. Just for ease, we're going to use the same topology as last time. All the same IP addresses and the static route going from router A to B and B to A. So access list has a whole bunch of stuff you can deny or permit with these. So I thought perhaps if we go into router A, first thing we can do is go to conft line vty 0 space question mark, and I've got 15 or 0 to 15. To do a password of Cisco, and you need to type login as well. So what I've just done now is I've enabled Telnet to this router, and if I go to router B, I can test this. Telnet 192.168.1.1. What's the password? Cisco, and I'm into router A. So I can go into enable mode. Oh, I haven't set an enable password, but it doesn't matter. So to get out, Control Shift 6 and then X. So hold down Control and Shift and 6 at the same time, and then the X key. If you press Enter, you've got to be careful. It resumes your connection, which I find a bit annoying. But Control 6 X and the type of command or whatever. So there you go. Alright, so router, let's go back to router A. What we'll do is deny Telnet coming in to router B. So conf t IP access list. Now this time it's an extended, so 100. What are we doing? Are we access list. I'm doing a named access list there. Access list 100. Are we permitting or denying? This is how I like to remember it. Access list number, permit or deny, source, destination. Whoops. What are we permitting or denying? Well, it's Telnet, so we can deny protocols or services such as ICMP or the whole of IP, which I don't really want to do. We're denying Telnet, which uses TCP. Where are we denying Telnet from? Do we want to deny it from anywhere or a certain host? Well, you can play with these access lists if you've just got doing this on a home rack. Let's deny it from anywhere, and then we've got our destination address. Let's deny it from anywhere to our serial interface, which will let us test it in a bit. Access list 100, deny TCP from anywhere to host 192.168.1.1. The other thing we'll need to say is we'll need to specify the port number. So if I type question mark, if you want to specify a port number, it's EQ, which is for equals, and then question mark. There's a few different things to choose from. You've got a limited range here because of the fact it's a router simulator here. Equals 23. In fact, I'll put Telnet. I should be able to put 23 and it would change it to Telnet. So we're denying something here. Remember, there's an implicit deny. So what we need to do is permit anything else. Permit. We can't just write permit anything. We need to say permit what? Permit IP from anywhere to anywhere. And there we go. It's quite a simple access list. We need to apply it to our serial 0. IP access group 100 in. So let's just review with the show IP access lists. We're denying TCP from anywhere to host 192.168.1.1 equals Telnet. So on the Telnet port, we're permitting all other IP traffic. Some people here write permit TCP, NENE, or they'll permit UDP. That isn't correct. You need to write permit IP, NENE if you want to permit all other IP traffic. Otherwise, routing protocols will be blocked and all sorts of stuff. Okay, so it's been applied. Let's go on to router B. I've just pressed enter, so it's resuming the connection, and it shouldn't work. There you go. Connection timed out, remote host not responding. So I can't telnet from A to B, but if I telnet to the loopback, this should work. There you go. So I'm not telnetting. I'm telnetting from A, but I'm not telnetting to 192.168.1.1. I'm telnetting to 172.16.1.1. So the access list is looking, saying, well, this isn't a match, so I'm going to permit this traffic. And I can't go into enable mode, as I said, because there's no password set. So Control-Shift-6, X. So that's proved off the access list. What we can do, if you wish, is do something else with the access list, or get rid of the access list. Conft no access list 100. Oops, no access list 100. So that actually gets rid of the access list. You can do access list 100. We'll configure something different now. So basically we're moving into a second lab. Permit or deny. Well, let's deny. Let's deny ping traffic, ICMP, from anywhere to anywhere. So that's the end. Type question mark. There's other ICMP has all of these packets basically, but we're just going to deny all ICMP. It's echo and should be echo request and echo reply. We cover our pings there. But let's deny ICMP from anywhere to anywhere. Exit. Now access list 100 is actually already applied to our serial interface, so it should be. Yeah. So if I test it now, router B, if I ping 192.168.1.1, ping should be denied. And there you go. So we've done a second access list. I could have added that as a line, a second line on the access list. So there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do, but there's just a couple of ways you can configure access lists. Have a play with it. Try different things. The only problem you have is when you're doing access list, it's harder because we don't have a host, a physical host behind router B at the moment. It's harder to test access lists with things like DNS and other protocols. But the main thing is to learn the syntax so you can configure the access lists.